What is good, everyone? Doc Sports here. This is August Young. Quick NBA video for Wednesday, December 17th. Just two games I'll be covering. Going to keep it moving fast here. Going to cover the lines, context, injuries, matchups, everything, then the pick. But real quick, if you are new, go and grab your free $60, guys, at docsports.com/free 60. That is a $60 credit you can use to test out the premium picks. No hassle. But let's get into this. Game one, Cleveland Cavaliers at the Chicago Bulls. Have the Cavs laying 4.5, total at 241.5. That's not a random total when you think about it. These two teams play fast. Chicago currently at 106.5 possessions per game. Cleveland at 105.5. So you're talking about, two top 10 tempo teams in terms of raw possessions. As for recent form, Chicago's last 10 games, they've been ugly. 2-8 straight up, scoring 112 a night in that stretch, but they're giving up 121 per game to their opponents. Cleveland's last 10 hasn't been perfect either, just 4 and 6 straight up, but they're still putting up 116.7 points per game, allowing 116.4. Injury report is the same as it has been for these two teams. Nothing's changed, nothing worth noting here. Cleveland, they just come off that overtime loss to Charlotte where they froze in overtime. 0 points in overtime against Charlotte. I don't think I've ever seen that, which is insane. As for the matchup, there is a big separator for me, and it is the fact that Cleveland is in the top half of the league in offense and with a solid defense. Chicago's defense has been a real problem. You look at Cleveland's offensive efficiency rating, currently 112.7 points per 100 possessions. And then you look at Chicago's defensive efficiency is bottom tier, basically giving up 115 per 100 possessions. I will say Chicago did snap that skid with the comeback win over Charlotte recently. So I'm not pretending or saying anything like they're a dead team, but the game also fits the pattern, pace, points, defense being optional. So even though they got that one, it just plays into how I see this. When I'm looking at the Cavs -4.5, I'm basically betting Cleveland's shot quality, two-way profile here is going to show up for 4 quarters against a Bulls team that's just been bleeding points. And they just haven't been consistent game to game. So the free pick for me, give me the Cleveland Cavaliers -4.5 for the free one. And then we dive into game two, the second game, Memphis Grizzlies at the Minnesota Timberwolves. Timberwolves laying 8.5 here, total at 235.5. Again, the number's high because the tempo is high. Memphis at 105 possessions per game, Minnesota 104 possessions per game. Both teams live in transition. They like to get early clock offenses, but you have to separate tempo, as always, from clean scoring. Sometimes the perception from the public skewed based on exciting up-tempo performances and higher score numbers, but we have to look at clean scoring efficiency. I will get to as well the injury report matters a lot in this game. Minnesota, Mike Conley still listed as day-to-day. Anthony Edwards as day-to-day. Memphis missing multiple rotation pieces, Concar, Scottie Pippen Jr., Zach Edey, Brandon Clark, and many more. So, pace with a compromised lineup can actually turn into many empty trips as well. If you're missing that many players, it's not good. It can create turnovers, uglier shot selection. If they try and slow it down, they're now not playing in their systems. That's bad as well. The recent form's interesting. Minnesota's last 10, they're 7-3. They're scoring 119.3 points per game. Memphis are 6-3, scoring 117, and they're only allowing 111 in that stretch. So they've actually defended pretty well in stretches. If you're looking for a clean matchup set in this, I think Minnesota, they're going to have opportunities from the outside. They make 14 threes per game. Wolves can get hot from deep, but on the other side, Memphis, they make 13 threes per game, but Minnesota only allow 12, which is really good. Small edge to the Minnesota Timberwolves perimeter game here. I think the way that's going to manifest itself in the game is the reason I wouldn't be rushing to bet the over here, even with these two fast-paced teams. Minnesota is a top 10 defensive team by efficiency metrics. Memphis also in the top half. And with the injuries we just talked about, I think the scoring floor is lower than this number suggests. We have to factor that in. And at -8.5, the spread creates a real game script possibility where Minnesota controls this one, runs out. Memphis has trouble scoring efficiently. There's no fouls to worry about at the end of the game. And the fourth quarter just turns into these longer, drawn-out possessions and bench minutes. We've seen a lot of that this season where games look like they're going to fly over and they end up going under the total. We had some winners ourselves, so it doesn't always kill an over, but it absolutely can. So the free pick for me on this game, I'm going to take the under at 235.5 in Memphis and Minnesota. And that's it for this 1-2 game card, 2 picks. Once again, if you are new, grab the free $60 at docsports.com/free60. If you enjoyed the breakdown, make sure you subscribe. Let me know what you're on in the comments. Best of luck with all your bets. This is August Young at Doc Sports. See you soon.